There you go. Greens and salutations again, everyone. This stream is just gonna be, you know, chill basically. We just go to my channel, copy that link, and pop it in the Discord. Here we go. Just want to get that ready. Okay, what's it? Oh, it's probably just an email telling me about something I tried to do. Or a Twitch dashboard, one of the two. But this stream is going to be sort of me just trying to evolve Pokemon. Get as many evolutions out as I can. Maybe do some battle title stuff. You know, just get XP, or not XP, BP. Might go catch some legendaries, you never know. But yeah, it's just sort of general progress, because there's a ton of exclusives I won't be able to get, so I might as well just, you know, work on evolving Pokemon I need to evolve. I'm also going to be farming XP and money. Just any way I can. We have an evolution already. Hey, slack off. Pretty handy. There you go, have a Vigoroth. Also, I already checked the Hornet custom Pokemon off stream. I also tried to get a Phoebus. I might try and get a Phoebus later on. I apparently would have a Vigoroth. Brilliant. But I tried for a Phoebus, didn't get one. I might go try and get a Phoebus this stream, but it'll take a while. Because it's only like 4 random tiles each day. I don't want most of it's going to be me just fishing and just saying damn it because I don't get a Phoebus. But pretty much just farming XP. And apparently I already have a Vigoroth. I don't remember when I ever caught a Vigoroth. I could have caught a Vigoroth before, right? I must have found one underground, but I don't think I found any underground. It could have been a Bidoof isn't a natural Pokedex, right? That would be weird. No. Okay, no. I was thinking, oh wait, I just accidentally attacked a normal type of a ghost type move. But somehow Garchomp's out speeding Frost Ass now. I guess that kind of makes sense. I'm pretty sure they both have similar natures, both in speed, I want to say. Vigoroth evolved. I should check if I have a Vigoroth in the fin as well. Because it might be that I just caught a thing. Like maybe I caught a Vigoroth and just completely forgot about it. Like my brain was just like, what? No, Vigoroth just didn't appear in the Pokedex. And I don't have a Slacken, I know that much. I'd be surprised if I had a Slaking. I don't. Why didn't Vigoroth appear in the Pokedex when it evolved? Weird. But yeah. Swinubs has been spawned over 217. I already have a couple Swinubs that I caught earlier. So there was no point in worrying about it. And unfortunately, most of the battles in the end game are pretty easy, other than the Battle Zone maybe, and Cynthia's battles, plus Morimoto. Can't forget about good old Morimoto. I would battle him, but my team could barely beat him before. He was actually tougher than Cynthia. And that ain't a lie. That's just true. I might go for Battle Tower to start getting what's it, ability patches, I think? Because eventually I will start making a competitive team. Then I'm curious about what the Sinnoh's hidden abilities are. I should probably just search it up. Sinnoh's hidden abilities. Charlotte, Iron Fist, and Piplup will have the ability Defiance. Apparently. Let's see, what's Charlotte on there? In battle, Charlotte prevents the Pokemon from receiving a critical hit even though you usually land one, such as Frost Breath. Oh. That's actually pretty good. Chimchar has Iron Fist, right? So that's like increasing power of physical moves, which is good. Defiant does when a stab of a Pokemon is lowered by an opponent, its attack is increased by 2 stages. Ew! That's an awful ability for a Piplup to have. Piplup is literally a special attacker. I know it has a ton of physical moves, but that doesn't do much for it. Like, oh, you lowered my accuracy. Now I can use Drill Peck and probably miss, but if I hit you, you might get KO'd. I don't just keep the Piplup with Taunt. To be completely honest with you. Because at least that boosts water type moves, you know, when Empoleon's near KO'd. Let's see, maybe Empoleon's abilities are all different. Empoleon abilities. Defiant and Taunt. So you get 2 choices, the good option which you get from the start anyways, or a bad option. I guess you can make a physical set Empoleon. It's possible, you know, teach Iron Head if you can learn it, then Drill Peck, then Aqua Jet maybe, to get those quick KOs. But when I see an Empoleon, I don't think to lower its stats. I just look at it and think, attack it. It's probably not even a tank. Like, if Empoleon was a tank, yeah. And the opponent trying to lower the defense, it would be kind of cool, but I'd rather just take Taunt. It's just a thing, yes, I can increase my attack stage, but if I have Taunt and I'm in the same situation, let's say the opponent lowers my defense. You know, let's say is like, I don't know, some sort of setup where they want to just use close combat with an attack, like Screech essentially, like a Screech close combat setup, which no one's going to use. Then, you know, maybe, but at the same time, I could just use Aqua Jet with Taunt, because the opponent's most likely just going to attack me, lower my health, and I'm going to use another move, then hit him with Aqua Jet to get the KO. I feel really bad for Empoleon, it's got a terrible ability. Like a terrible hidden ability. Like at least Chimchar and Turtwig are useful. A quick with KO, but do I have a Pokemon I can swap to? No. No, don't switch. I want to attack. Oh yeah, they both have Feign. They both have Sturdy. Go for Blizzard. I was thinking of using Empoleon on my team. Like for a competitive one, because it'd be cool. But I don't really see a benefit. Because I'm pretty sure Blastoise, Swampert, and Feraligatr all have way better moves. Or abilities, sorry. Let me just check, because I want to be sure now. I don't want to look like an idiot. Blastoise hidden ability. I didn't even use Blastoise. Wayne Dish, apparently. That's infinitely better, Defiant. Alligator. The Shield ability eliminates the additional effects of Pokemon attack, but it will do additional 30% damage instead. I also like, I guess if the opponent used Fake Out, it would just make Fake Out more powerful against Alligator. Oops. Ability. Damn, prevents using self-destruction moves. Even that's decent. It features Parfait type, ain't it? Oh, it isn't. Weird. I feel like I would rather just like I'd rather any of the other stars, like any of the other water stars' abilities compared to the fire. Like Empoleon really got destroyed into a stick. It can learn Air Slash and it can learn that many good flying type moves. I think its best option is actually hidden power of flying. Which is just an absolute shame. Its hidden ability is awful. Kinda makes me wish I chose one of the other stars, but the reason I picked Piplup was that last time I played Diamond, like when Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl were announced, I picked Piplup. Because the first time I played Gen 4 I picked it. And I also realized if you pick Piplup in Brilliant Diamond, I don't know if this is the case in Pearl, but in Brilliant Diamond if you pick Piplup you actually see all the stars. I don't think you actually ever see a Prinplup in the entire game. Unless you specifically choose Chimchar. Because if you pick Chimchar, Bai will have it. But that's about it. Let's see, money. What money do I have? 74,000. It's not enough for more Pokeballs. I need more. Can I head underground? I changed the statues in my secret base. I'm not going to show what's in it because I don't really need to. It's all just like grass type statues, stuff like that. Basically, I was trying to get all of the grass stars, I think. Which I'm pretty sure I actually already did. Well, no, I was trying to get a Guado first. Or like a Turtwig. And I haven't found one yet, but it's only a matter of time. Because apparently you can find the starters. In the underground. I don't know if it's true or not, but it's not doing any harm realistically. So why not? Business Sphere and Hearthstone. Brilliant. Absolutely nothing. Let's see what's in here then. In the Owl Gem place. We have Zangoose. Got Zangoose earlier though. I think I got one in the last stream actually. Houndoom, new. Nidoran Male low. Or Nidorino. One or two. Either way I'm catching it, I need it. I think I saw a Machop as well, which the news people in Celestion want, so I'll try and catch it. Now the question is, where do I get a Moonstone? I haven't found any. Actually, I might have a Moonstone from one of the dens. Did you only get one then? Good thing, if I only get one, I would rather use it on a Pokemon that can be used competitively. Oh, that's Meditite. That's not a Machop. It's a Machop with a Psychic type. Just plast onto it, basically. What we got? Ooh. Yeah, I'll go for the Macago because it might have magma armor. Or flame body, one or two. If it has either, it's useful. Maybe I'll go for some shiny hunter as well, like Triangle Diglett. I'll sit on the ground for a while and see if I can get a shiny. Why the hell not? No, just could be something fun to do. As for any shinies I'd want. Best case scenario is I get a shiny Torchic. And that's kind of it. Hopefully Buneary's gonna evolve. Here's the thing, I don't remember Buneary ever being male. So I don't think it can actually spawn male. So I'm wondering if this is the Salazzle case. Where if you get a male Buneary, it's useless. Because I don't know why, but it wanted gender locks in Pokemon evolutions. And to me that's really annoying. Hey, Paloswine. Monster and Ice Fang? Nope. And I know we need Ancient Power at some point to evolve it, so I might just swap it out with another Pokemon. Actually, that's the best case scenario. Swap it out so it's not taking away XP that any other Pokemon could get. So who to evolve next? Probably the ones that evolve through a stone, right? So swap Paloswine now for Weeping Bell. I'm pretty sure I have a Leaf Stone. I'd be embarrassed if I didn't, and I probably don't have one, knowing my luck. Oh, there we go. I was considering now if I want to keep it for Fame. For like not Bellosma, Vileplume. I think I'll be fine to get another Leaf Stone. Plus look at it, Victory Bell's awesome. Probably one of my favourite Pokemon from the first gen because it's just cool looking. Leaf Tornado. I hate the move Leaf Tornado. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. So let's see now. We can evolve quite a lot of stuff. I'm gonna go for Ekans, I think. I'm not gonna rush to evolve the Pokemon that require stones because I have to find more anyways. Oh, get away from him. I'm not gonna go back to Gem Cave because there was nothing in there before. It was a terrible area. Although that's just because of the statues. You need to use them to find the right type of Pokemon. Go digging here. I'll stay in the ground until I get 40 Diglett, and I'm gonna maybe see if I can get lucky and get a shiny. You see, if I had to choose a shiny to get, it would be Torchic. And yes, I know shiny Combusken and Blaziken aren't that different, but everyone wants to get their favorite Pokemon shiny, even if it's awful. Oh, look, a Sunstone. That's brilliant. Now I was doing, I was getting that blue sphere. I actually needed two. Needed a large blue sphere. Now I don't think the fire is gonna have anything, so I'm gonna kind of avoid it. And just go for areas where I think some Pokemon of interest will be. Hey Diglett. Get the Diglett. I don't think there'll be anything in the sand area other than cactus. Like if I had to guess, that's what I'd guess I'd see like. Oh, a hiker. Cardi small spheres or tree. A spin pedestal, kinda cool. Thunder Wave, Defog. pretty bad. I can give you statues. I just need large spheres for the thing, so I can buy some of the pedestals. Maybe none of them at all. Dang. Nothing interesting there then. Go dig in. And there is a box there. Psychic. Brilliant. Could do with finding some more psychic types, I guess. I still wish you could, like, in the original games you could plant a sphere in the ground and have it grow basically like a plant. I know it doesn't make sense. Oh, geez, a glaze statue. Dang! Like, I know it doesn't make sense, you know, stick a gem in the ground and suddenly it starts growing like a plant. But it helped me get to the upgraded base, because it's kind of luck based now. Or if there was an item that said, there's a blue sphere in this wall. Like, if I knew exactly what I'd find, it'd be great. Because I could look at the wall and be like, oh, this is not going to help me in any ways. And I could just walk away from it. And yeah, I know we skipped over a wall there. Don't worry about it. I was going for the twofer. I don't know why I hit twice, I didn't need to. Oh. There's a sphere there. Thunderstone? Kind of handy, I guess. But I'll need at some point to get like a Jolteon, so I can't really complain because I'll have to get the evolutions at some point. Ooh, green sphere. There you go. Like that. I don't know. Oh, there. Okay, it's either right next to the Thunderstone or in the top right corner. Must be top right corner then. Apparently not. Okay, there we go. Hidden in the top corner. It was a camper. Did announce that famous for like, what was it? Like a life-size Lucario plush. That's actually kind of cool. I would buy it, but I can't find it. Like, it must already be sold out because people would be crazy over that. But it's quite cool. I wish there were more life-size Pokemon plushes. They'd just be like a cool decoration to have in your room. Also, a brilliant bragging tool. I can see people with pool tables and all that stuff in the house, like really fancy stuff. Like stuff that would be super rare and chill. It'd be like, yeah, but I have a giant Pokemon plush at home. It's way better than your random stuff here. How's it better? It just is okay. Like, it'd just be cool. Oh wait, it's actually a Centipede I've never been to. Hold up. I think that's from home. So let's go explore there. I just want to be in the mill before. Maybe change it daily. That'd be cool. Oh, one button. I keep getting confused between pressing the plus button and fame. Just awe. And I think it's home city you have to go to for this. Play alone. I have no friends. Apparently not. Could it be Amity Square? Could it be Amity Square, right? No, it's Mount Coronet, son. Yeah, it's somewhere in Mount Coronet. Maybe like just this area. Start the music. I wish I could build Barry again now. Apparently you don't get the opportunity to ever again. From what I can tell, you just get the option for a thing. There you go, new area. Oh, this place is cool. This is super pretty. I wish it was a first person mode. Oh, Dr. Trio, hello. Hello, Dr. Trio. And there's what you can find in here. And it's some pretty rare stuff, like. You know what would be very cool? If you could find treasures in here, like nuggets. Then I'd actually be able to make money in this game. Fairy box, okay. Where's the sphere? That's it! It's not really much. Maybe you'll find large spheres, that'd be cool. What do we get in the fairy box? Or it should be like Sylveon or something. Togekiss! Oh, very nice. I like that. I think that's actually my first ever fairy box too. I guess each area has a random chance to give you something. So I would assume fairy box would be here, because Togekiss is kind of empty. Prism sphere. Pretty nice. There's a box there. Dark box, cool. But where's the rest of the items? Haskell. Okay, I'm not too worried about getting a Haskell. There's only level up moves. And most of the moves that are in this game, they're the, like, best, you know, like Scald and such, are just TMs. Like, worst case now is I have to get Flash Cannon again, which I think if you re-battle Orc's dad, I think he'll probably give you Flash Cannon again. That's what I'm assuming anyways. I haven't re-battled the gym leaders, nor do I intend to yet. Because they're going to be good XP for endgame. I could probably battle them daily. But I'd rather not chance it. It's a good one-time XP. I'd rather use it to level up a competitive Pokemon. Because I'll have to do some EV and IV training at some point. I'm going to do a big room there to last as well if I can. Hey, Steelix statue. That's cool. I like that. Ooh, hiker. Right, take a break. Sure, let's stop. I need to heal my Pokemon anyways. Let's just see. You have a giant... Oh, wait, just Dazzling Cave. There's not a giant Dazzling Cave. Ah. Ooh, Poochyena. I need to get Poochyena. Why is Poochyena so colourful? Man, all the Pokemon are colourful, but especially now. Don't complain now. Although if you can just notice the gender difference between Poochyenas. I think it's actually the colour of their eyes, and if so, I feel really stupid for not noticing that before. Because one had blue eyes before. He used to have a blue eyes white dragon. Oh jeez, wait. Did I have female? I don't think I have it. Either way, I will have to catch it. because I'm gonna have basically every species of Pokemon at some point. Yay, got another one. Now I just need basically 2 Moonstones. I'm probably gonna need more now because Clefable and such. Yeah, I'm gonna need a lot of Moonstones. I'm assuming you can find them in the ground underground, right? That would make sense. There probably is some other location you could go to find them. I just haven't found it yet. The reason I checked walls was because I wanted to see if it was shiny. Because I'm gonna make a flying type team at some point, like if I was a fighting type gym leader. Or if I was a fighting type champion, I guess. Basically full team of fighting types, because it's always been an idea in my head. I was gonna do that, I was gonna use that idea in Sword and Shield, but they didn't have every species of Pokemon. They were too focused on their brilliant Nintendo 64 trees. And what beautiful trees they were to get outperformed by Nintendo DS standards. There's something more than that, come on. Not there. No there. Maybe up here. Nope. Nope. Not there either. Want to be like smack dab in the middle, because that's the only place I never went to revisit. Oh well. Destroy all the boulders first, before I do anything. I was taking the wrong place. Brilliant. Got a Pale Sphere and a box. Pretty nice. A stone box. What do we get? Cradily, okay. That's kind of cool. Can you find Cradily in the ground underground? I know you can get their fossils. Oh wait, their fossils might be Pearl exclusive. Ooh, that'd be very disheartening actually. Because I'd have to wait till someone I know guess Pearl, then beats the game, then randomly finds a root fossil. That's really annoying. That shouldn't be the case. Like, I kind of wish there weren't exclusives anymore in Pokemon, but I get the whole point, you know, it's a battle and trade. You know, like, how is there going to be the sense to trade if there's a Pokemon you can't get? At the same time, it's just something that's always annoyed me because you have to wait for the person to get the Pokemon. And not everyone in the world is lucky enough. I'm hoping I can find a root fossil. I haven't found the shield fossil though, I found the skull one. Maybe it is exclusive. Another Salmon statue, jeez. I would use them. Well actually I'm gonna have to use them at some point because I'm assuming Bagon is a diamond exclusive if anything. What's he got? Got any small spheres, what you got? Prison sphere, Taunt, Shockwave, Torment, Thunderwave, Defog. How about you just give me the TMs for free and I sell them for money? That's the only use they're getting. Mr. Mime, Swablues, Dugons. Pretty cool. Need to go for the Mr. Mime now. Because for some reason this is the one Pokemon that keeps escaping. I must capture it. Let's see, I need to use Crunch, I think. It didn't KO, but I didn't check how much health Mr. Mime had. Oh, pretty low health. And luckily I have a ton of Ultra Balls now. I will capture you, Mr. Mime. Mark my words. Come on. Finally got Mr. Mime. It keeps escaping. What I'm actually going to do is open up my Internet Explorer. Because I need to run underground encounters. Because I'm gonna have to see like what Pokemon can appear in the ground underground. Oh come on, it doesn't even tell me. An underground Pokemon maybe? Like where is the thing? This. It's underground. There you go, so I can see what Pokemon appear in everything. Kind of Cave, Swampy Cave, Dowsing, you know, all that stuff. I want to see what Pokemon I can find in each. So I'm gonna see, well, no, I'm not gonna save, I'm gonna pause and just check real quick and see what I have from each area. I think there's only like one Pokemon that I am missing from the entirety of the thing. Oh wait, these are different levels. Oh. I think I did catch everything in that area though. There you go, National Pokedex. There's National Pokedex ones I'm missing. I have Voltorb, I have Krabby. Miltank. I'm missing a Skitty. Skitty and Type Rogue I think are the only Pokemon I'm missing. And they're in Fang, they're in Diamond. Yeah, I'm missing a Skitty and a Tyrogue. Let me just see about Tyrogue first. Well, this actually looks pretty cool. Oh, it just says underground details. Spacious Cave, Grassland Cave, Whiteout Cave, Burbank Cave. Any cave I can find a Fang in. A Tyrogue, and I'm assuming it's the same for Skitty. Let's get to Sidon. Deep Sea Scale, okay. That'll be handy if I want to get a Huntail and Gorbis. Once I find a Clampo, of course. Let's just see. Lantern, go ahead and check the water. Okay, Lantern looks really cool. I'm going to use the purple up on when I put it on a competitive team. I want to. It's just, I don't know. And for Legends Arceus, I have no idea what I'm going to do. All I know is I can pick a Cyndaquil Legends Arceus because I already used the Rowlet and the Oshawott before. So why would I use them again? You know, I've used them multiple times on different teams. I rarely use Cyndaquil. Send Lantern to a box. Ooh, Wiggler Seal. I do got a spin of Seal. Wait, for a quick ball. Might go to Giratina's area as well and try and get a Fame. A Dusclops? I have Duskull but no Dusclops. Because I'm gonna have to get the trade evolutions at some point. Like I need to get a Dusknoir. And I'll need to get an Electivire. Like I was supposed to anything about not being able to use Pokemon Home in this. My sister had a really cool idea for a team. She was going to use Electivire, Rhyperior, and a whole ton of powerhouses that she had. They were all going to be shiny because she can't be Pokemon Go. It would have been so cool. It would have been a powerhouse team and a shiny team. Like if I saw a team like that, I would have just looked at it and been like, okay. Okay, good on you, basically. I'd probably decimate the team for a competitive one. But it'd be a cool team. I'd be like, you know what? Respect for that. You obtained a bunch of great evolution Pokemon. It may be through Pokemon Go, but eh. Oh look, a Max Revive. I don't need a Max Revive, but it's there, so I'll dig it up. Right, I guess I will need a Max Revive at some point. Because at some point, I'm going to rebattle Cynthia. Like, once I feel comfortable enough to rebattle her. Nah, I'm not getting that. Yeah. You know, we're just being a cool team to fight at some point. Wait, let's see what the big room is. Be cool, be a cool room. Giant Stargleam Cave, okay. Zangoose is there. Bonzo is there, there's an item now. Dragon Pulse. Yay! A move I'll never use. Well, I might use actually. If I'm making a fighting and a steel type theme team, then I probably will have Lucario on both of them. It'll probably be a special set Lucario. So just to freak people out. But if you think I was going to use close combat, I would like use Focus Blast and miss entirely. Do I have Solwak? I have Solwak. But it's an exclusive. So I'm at least going to make an attempt to catch it. Ah, dang it, cat. You've chosen death, Solwak. How do you plead? I ran. Well, that's brilliant. You've chosen death. I'll now run away from you while you charge up Solar Beam. Jazzy has 4-1. I think that's actually a certain ability. Pretty cool. So a quick ball. Okay, so what's missing Drowsy? This main Serbia is kind of doing that thing where it's like doing whatever basically. Like say be sort of doing that thing where it has a lot of text in it and a lot of images, and then you have to click another thing entirely. So at some point I'm just gonna have to guess when I have all of the Pokemon underground. And when I do, I don't know. Let's go do some real quick. Oh, that didn't do anything. Oh, an item. What do we get? A nugget! The Holy Grail! Now I can finally make a little bit of money. Alright, gonna head back up. I wanna go to the hometown because I have my base set up there. I'm gonna change some statues over. Now as for legendaries, I don't think I have enough of those mysterious shards to go for a legendary yet. I'm not gonna warrant it unless it's something necessary. Like, you know, if I have enough to get all three of the slates, you know, that's what I'll be going for. Give treasures, we need large blue spheres. Where am I supposed to get large blue spheres other than digging a wall? Tell me. I must know. I know my base is right there, I'm just checking for Diglett. And you probably did the same stuff as before. Yep, the same terrible moves. Oh, yeah, the same terrible moves, because no one uses Defog. It's a terrible move. Oh, your evasiveness fell. Like, that's only gonna help if someone's spamming double team and I keep missing. Like, it's a flying type version of Sweet Scent. A Sweet Scent is already a bad move. Oh, your evasiveness went up 2 stages. I'll just increase my accuracy 2 stages to get the same result. No, I'm not getting that. Not the green sphere! Anything but the green sphere. Ooh, a child statue. Eh, kinda cool. Right. Turn the base and bang. Change the statues up because I need to find Tyro Skitty. I need normal and fine type statues. This is what my base looks like. Oh, dramatic zoom in. Behold, my collection of statues. But I'm saying that. I need normal types and fighting types. And luckily there's a Machop statue right there. That'll save some time. Medicham there. Let's see. Don't need a rock type or anything. I could get Heracross there. About to fire type a bit. And normal. Let's. The Chatot statue, which I'll just put there. Oh, a second child statue. Brilliant. Stack those up. So, more normal types are bound to spawn. And there's more fighting types bound to spawn as well, but mostly normal. Which is what I'm after, so I can get Skitty. Then I can remove those statues and increase fighting type spawns. Cacnea, Venonat. Shuckle, Miltank. none of those are skitty. So, exit and re-enter. Lexio, Miltank, Golbat. Oh jeez, there's a mad Golbat. Hey, Poliwag! Get the Poliwag. Oh, they have one bird catcher for the species alone. Because I believe I have a Water Stone. Oh yeah, I need to get a Keenswalk. I was going to use a Keenswalk for Politoed at some point. Oh Jesus, 2 Keenswalk evolutions there. Slowking and Politoed. That's gonna be tough. Let me just... I'll need to check my Pokédex at some point to see what the happiness is. I'm starting to wonder if this thing can even evolve, this Baneri. So I'm about 99% sure it is refusing to evolve now because it has to be female to evolve. Which why? Why gender lock evolution? Like I guess it's so that people don't be like, oh, Lopunny is very attractive because apparently a ton of Pokemon fans are like that. And they don't want to be like, oh, but Lopunny can be male. And people are like, no! Anything but that! That's how the internet works. They don't want a male Lopunny. So it's fine. But why gender lock evolutions? To me that's just incredibly counterproductive.